Hi guys, I know you're planning to pursue a master's through the Futurense US Pathway at University of SUNY Buffalo in New York. I know you have a lot of questions about what really happens in that university. How does the curriculum work? How are the professors? How is the campus life? And most important, what about placements? What is the placement track record of that university? Well, I have been talking to the experts, the people who are representing that university in varied forums to try and understand what does it mean for you. How does your life look like when you study in that university? What happens during your study and post once you complete your masters? What about the job prospects? If you're interested to know about these things, definitely watch the full video where these guys are talking about from their viewpoint why is this an exciting opportunity for you, and I am asking them questions that you guys have emailed it to us about specific nuances about how can you pursue your masters from your dream university, how can you land admission there, and what happens to you post you finish your masters in your dream US university. Welcome to this very special opportunity of talking to the folks from University of Buffalo. They have very graciously given us their time. They are here to talk more about their MS in business analytics, about the opportunities that arise from this MS, the partnership with Futurense, the career support that they provide. We will let them do their presentation, and then we'll open the floor for any questions you guys have. So over to you guys. Thank you. Thank you, Rebecca.
All right, excellent. So hello, everyone. My name is Rebecca Mueller, and I am the Assistant Director of Recruitment for the University of Buffalo School of Management. You can utilize the information that's on this page here and reach out to me anytime if you've got any questions or concerns or admissions-related advice that you're looking for. After the presentation, I am more than happy to connect with you that way. So just a little bit about what we're going to be covering today. We're going to be covering quite a bit of information, talking a little bit about our school, the community, career preparation, admissions. So we'll cover a lot of great information today. So the University of Buffalo School of Management is the premier business school of the State University of New York, or as we refer to it, the SUNY system. We're also a top-ranked public research university. So as you can see on your screen, when attending UB, you are in good company. We are ranked top 1% in the world by the Center for World University Rankings. We are also a member of the Association of American Universities, or AAU, recognized as one of the leading North American universities engaged in the highest level of research. We also have a flagship status with a world-class reputation, and UB is the premier public research university in the Northeastern United States. In addition, UB is the largest and most comprehensive campus, as well as the #1 ranked business school in the State University of New York system, of which there are 64 colleges and universities. And we're also a B school that is in the top 10% of the elite AACSB accredited schools. So a little bit about the program itself. With a Master of Science in Business Analytics from the UB School of Management, you'll be able to gain a combination of technical, managerial, and communication skills, allowing you to rise to leadership positions in organizations worldwide. So it all starts with the curriculum. So the curriculum is developed with input from corporate recruiters, alumni, and industry experts. And our STEM designated program consists of 30 credit hours of graduate coursework over 3 semesters. Now, Futurense students will transfer 6 credits into the program and actually start at the University of Buffalo in the fall. So in addition to that, you're going to be able to take advantage of the overwhelming demand for data analysts in every industry by focusing on the skills the employers want. Things like data-driven decision-making, data visualization, and business intelligence. Then beyond technical skills, employers say that storytelling is both the most critical and frequently missing skill in the analytics tool set. And storytelling is what turns data scientists into leaders who solve business problems. Now, to hear more about the curriculum and kind of what specific courses you'll be taking, we can direct you over to our School of Management website that actually has our curriculum planner listed on there for all the courses that you could be taking. Now, when it comes to action learning, employers are consistently describing a need for strong critical thinking and problem-solving skills. So foundational technical skills are certainly important, but a candidate's ability to attack a problem with creativity, insight, and curiosity is what makes them a standout. And that's how we really put an emphasis on the experiential approach to learning. So some opportunities for you here. There are going to be opportunities such as a MS Practicum, which is a core curriculum requirement that you would do in your final semester. And this course allows you the freedom to choose your path and project based on your personal goals and interests. So if you want to explore a specific topic, industry problem, you can and will work with the faculty advisor who will help you through that journey. Now, there will also be opportunities for non-classroom ways to gain additional exposure. For example, our faculty director recently hosted a Python natural language processing workshops. But there's also less technical events. For example, you can engage with a panel of project management leaders to discuss how they're seeing a future of digital product management, evolve with analytics use cases. And there are a wide and large number of these different types of events that happen each semester. Now, you're also going to find that program faculty are willing and ready to help you in your specific learning goals. So as an example, a group of MSBA students recently worked with a faculty member on a healthcare case competition where they used a combination of R and open source packaged applications, such as the Orange Data Mining Toolkit, to run predictive analyses on disease data. So again, just some examples of some action learning experiences that you can take advantage of while you're here. So the UB community itself is committed to providing an educational experience that will enhance your career and enable you to make an impact in the world. And once you join our community, it's a lifelong relationship. And that's why we call it your UB Forever Network. You can network and explore opportunities around the world through connecting with UB and School of Management alumni. Whether for career advancement, mentorships, or internships, you'll have a wide array of student alumni engagement opportunities, leveraging the UB School of Management alumni community in industries and markets globally. Now you can tap into this tremendous resource consisting of over almost 46,000 alumni in 87 countries from just the School of Management alone. And you can see that that number grows exponentially when you're looking at the University at Buffalo as a whole, in folks with alumni in over 150 countries. So if you're targeting a specific city, we can work with you as far as connecting you with alumni in all 50 states and in 25 regional networks as well. You can find our alumni folks in the Dean's Advisory Council, part of the School of Management Alumni Association Board, coming to campus as speakers. You'll see them in business competitions, numerous networking opportunities, as well as professional development workshops. I definitely encourage you to check out our Alumni Success webpage to learn more about current and recent alumni and what they've done with their degrees after graduating. Now, another great way to get involved in the community and build lifelong professional relationships, as well as gain leadership experience and pursue your passion, is by joining a club or doing a previous mentioned action learning opportunity. So you can take your involvement to the next level by helping your club host seminars, conferences, and competitions regionally and nationally, while building lifelong professional relationships, gaining leadership experience, pursuing your passions, and traveling. Now, in addition to the School of Management graduate organizations, you also have an opportunity to explore and join university-connected groups throughout the student association. So whether your post-graduation plans lie in Buffalo or elsewhere, your time in Western New York will be a smart investment of time and money. With affordable living, it's easy to stretch your dollar in Buffalo, where the cost of living is well below the national average. Whether we have weather there that produces a 4-season region. Buffalo is known for its snow, but if you dig a little deeper, you'll discover that our region enjoys 4 distinct seasons, each remarkable in its own right. We also have smart economic growth. Buffalo's history of innovation and entrepreneurship is alive and thriving. UB is playing a key role in creating a new knowledge-based economy for our region. It's also very family-friendly. Buffalo's strong sense of community, easy lifestyle, and affordability are just a few of the attributes that make our city a great place to raise a family. We've also been named America's Best Planned City by Frederick Law Olmsted, and we're often billed as the 20-minute city for its easy accessibility. So Buffalo's world-class design makes getting around really easy. There's also endless things to do in Buffalo. In a city as diverse as ours, you can always find something to do. whether it's taking a leisurely walk in one of our Olmsted Design parks or taking in a thought-provoking work of art at one of the dozens of art galleries. Finally, we're an international border city. Buffalo borders Canada and is one of the United States' top gateways for international trade. We also have a great video that really encompasses how wonderful our community is by viewing this QR code here. I definitely encourage you to go ahead and view that video at your time when you have time. So a little bit about career preparation. We have a Career Resource Center, or as we call it, the CRC, and they encourage you to approach this journey with a begin with the end in mind mentality. So before you even set foot on campus, the CRC is engaged and committed to your success. We work with you to help develop your career strategy and hone the tools you'll need for an effective job search and rewarding career. Their mission is to connect you to your definition of success. The CRC offers individualized career resources to help you define and achieve your goals. You can participate in Career Resource Center programs to make the most of your UV experience, learn about today's job market, and develop the competencies for winning interviews. To give you an example of some job titles of folks that have graduated from our program, you'll see that they've received job titles such as Business Intelligence Analyst, Business Analyst, Data Analyst, Data Scientist, Data Engineer, and Project Manager. There's also a wide variety of industries that our students have gone into, like healthcare, finance, software, consulting, insurance, government, higher education, and telecommunications. Now, I encourage you to view our Career Resource Center stats on their website, which you can find linked here for you. And we'll have our most recent up-to-date stats available for you to view in January. So a little bit about the admissions process. Now, we know that this is a huge decision, one that can be very stressful, and we want you to know that we're here to assist you every step of the way. So what exactly do those steps entail? Well, the first piece is going to be the critical dates. So applications, you can see when the applications are due, our next deadline is January 1st, and then the final deadline will be February 15th. Now, this program will also give you an idea kind of when your decision notification will come, as well as when your tuition deposit will be due as well. You really want to make sure that you're adhering to application deadlines and instructions, because incomplete and late applications won't be reviewed. So definitely keep an eye on when the application deadlines are. In terms of the application process itself, you can see here that there's a QR code with a direct link to apply, as well as the link provided below for you to start your application if you would like to. So you start with the application form, and this is really important because it serves as your dashboard for all of your other application pieces. It's going to be where you can view your to-do list, upload your documents, and ultimately be able to view your admissions decision. There is a $100 application fee that is required as well. As far as a personal statement, you are going to submit your reasons for pursuing the MS degree, as well as your career aspirations. And we ask that the document length be approximately 700 words. When it comes to the resume, formatting is up to you, but we ask that you keep it to 1 page and include relevant education and work experience, as well as the months and years of employment. Our CRC, which we just spoke about a minute ago, has a fantastic resume preparation tool on their website. So I encourage you to take a look at that if you are looking for assistance. When it comes to transcripts, make sure that you're uploading all your transcripts for each college or university that you've listed in your application. Transcripts for all undergraduate credits, including transfer credits earned towards your undergraduate degree, must be uploaded for admissions consideration. And in terms of the GMAT and GRE, we are test optional, so it's up to you if you wish to take that exam and submit your scores or not. So for international students, just a couple of other pieces for you. For eligibility, we want to make sure that you've completed an academic program that is equivalent to a U.S. bachelor's degree prior to enrolling. As far as English language proficiency, all applicants who are not native speakers of English must demonstrate proficiency by taking and submitting an English language proficiency exam. And official score reports must be sent directly to UB from the testing agency. Or in lieu of taking one of these English language proficiency exams, you then would be required to interview with someone in our UB School of Management graduate admissions staff. So for this, you can either take the English language proficiency exam, or you can schedule an interview with someone from our team. When it comes to transcripts, a conversion to the US 4.0 scale will be completed on our end if needed. And in many cases, 3-year degrees from India are accepted from accredited institutions. So WES or ECE evaluations are not required, but you are more than welcome to upload it with your transcripts if you would like to. Your proof of degree or provisional certificate must be uploaded as well. So your provisional certificate will be required if your proof of degree has not yet been issued yet. Now, when it comes to financial documentation, I did also include a QR code as well as a direct link to this financial form. This is important because you must document your ability to meet all educational and personal expenses for the entire period of intended study before we can issue an I-20 for you. So make sure that you're submitting your financial documentation because that is going to be required. Now, we do also recommend that you submit it with your application to avoid any potential delays in the issuance of your I-20, but this is not something that is required to get an admissions decision. So just as we wrap up here, I'm going to talk a little bit about tuition and fees, and then we'll get to any additional questions that you may have after the presentation. So just to give you an idea, this is what your tuition and fees are going to look like for a non-resident. You have both the fall and spring kind of numbers here. So the total estimated tuition and fees for non-New York State residents, including foreign nationals, is going to be about $28,000. We do say to please check the student accounts website for the most up-to-date information on tuition and fees. But that being said, that really concludes our overview of the MSBA program here at the University of Buffalo, and we're happy to entertain any questions that you may have.
Perfect. I think, Rebecca, this was fantastic. I think you covered almost everything. There are a couple of things that we would love to ask your opinion about. First has to do with on-campus housing. So if you could guide us a bit about the housing options, that would be great.
Sure. There's plenty of on-campus housing. There's housing directly on campus that range anywhere from residence halls, apartments to townhomes. And then we also have off-campus housing, which is not UB owned, but many UB students live there. All of our classes are on the North Campus. UB has 3 campuses. We have a North Campus, a downtown campus, a South Campus, and then our downtown medical campus. So many of our students will live on North Campus, adjacent on a parallel road where there's many apartments and townhomes near North Campus. And then many students live near South Campus because there's a great shuttle system from South Campus to North Campus. So we always encourage students to reach out to our current student ambassadors. There's plenty available. Ask them about their experience. And also clubs. Campus clubs are also very helpful, especially GISA, which is our Graduate Indian Student Association. They're really great with, partnering. A lot of times we find students graduate and then incoming students kind of take their places in their apartments. On-campus housing is available. Students have to apply. Once you submit a contract, you're booked to that contract. Off-campus housing is working with a landlord, signing a contract. On-campus housing is generally a 9-month contract, where off-campus housing is usually a 12-month lease. The on-campus housing application for 2024 will open on January 25th. Once students are admitted, we have a variety of admitted student webinars. Our Office of International Student Services also does a specific housing webinar, so that'll be helpful for students upon post-admission.
Perfect. I think this was supremely helpful. Our next question is about jobs that are like part-time jobs that they can do on campus, and what is the hourly rate for that?
The hourly rate? Sure. So it depends on the office. It's usually $15 or $16 for an hourly rate. So there are graduate assistants, student assistants, and teaching assistants. GA and TA positions generally come with a partial tuition waiver and a stipend. Student assistant positions are paid hourly. Like I said, usually $15 to $16 an hour. Many of our students will work in campus offices. We have many students that work in food service because there's a lot of options across campus. And it's also really flexible to fit in between class schedules. So once students are admitted, they have access to our UB Career Design Center Bullseye system, where on-campus employment options are posted. So as Rebecca mentioned, majority of our school management students work with our UB School of Management Career Resource Center, which you'll hear us call the CRC. But our students also have access to the Central University Career Design Center. So on-campus employment assistantship positions are posted through UB's Career Design Center and a system called Bullseye, and students will have access to that once they're admitted and receive their UBIT to be able to access the system and apply for those positions. The great opportunity is that our program starts in the summer. Again, these students will transfer in the fall, but they'll be here early, so they'll still have a chance to review and apply for positions over the summer before arriving on campus in the fall.
Perfect, perfect. Now, couple of final questions. One is about opportunities with respect to like internships or co-op programs, if we do have any of those.
Sure. So our MSBA program does not require an internship. It's a 30 credit total program, 11 months in length. Obviously, students will be transferring 6 credits. So you'll take 24 credits at the University of Buffalo, 12 in the fall, 12 in the spring. Our students really do work. It's through a lot of faculty or staff supervised projects. So we've had students, MSBA students, work in our office on a variety of projects. They're working all across campus. There's no required internship, but there are a lot of supervised research opportunities that really help you build that portfolio and gain that experience before starting your OPT.
Got it. Makes a lot of sense. One final question, I think, and that is one question a lot of people do have, that obviously when you are looking at an application, you are looking at their scores and stuff like that. But more than the scores, more than the basic technical aspects of the application, what more are you looking for when you are gauging an applicant?
Sure. So first, I just want to validate for everyone that we review applications holistically. Our faculty-based admissions committee will look at every aspect of your application, your resume, all of the bullets you're going to list for work experience. So again, I go back to what Rebecca said, our Career Resource Center has a phenomenal resume template, so you can take advantage of that now. They'll look at the courses that you've taken, the grades you received, if you improved upon that, from undergrad to grad or undergrad to graduation. And then if you have a graduate degree, they'll look at your work experience as well. Again, we do require English language proficiency. So whether you submit a TOEFL, IELTS, Duolingo, Pearson Test of English, or choose to interview with somebody from our office, that's all factored into the application as well. I think while we don't require work experience to apply to the MSBA program, it is really beneficial when you're experiencing the program and having discussions in the classroom. And then ultimately, when you're going to find that full-time job, to have that post-bachelor's work experience prior to coming into the program. But I just do want to reiterate, applications are viewed holistically.
Perfect. One follow-up question to that. When candidates, because this is more of a qualitative program, less of a quantitative analytics program. So are you looking for candidates with like supremely good math skills, or you're fine if the math skills are a bit average?
Oh, it's okay if math skills are average. I think as long as there's a propensity to learn and are ready for graduate school, they don't have to have strong math skills. We do hope that you'll come in with basic math skills. But I think if there's a lack there in some skill set, we have amazing faculty, teaching assistants that are very available to our students who may need extra help in courses. But students just really need to take advantage of those resources early if they are starting to struggle in the class. But I think the amount of resources that we have on campus for our students is very commendable.
Perfect. I think, guys, I'll just ask you one final question.
Sure.
I think everyone is supremely excited to come to your university. The only thing they're asking is there a possibility of extending the deadline? Is that a possibility?
It's unlikely that we can extend the deadline. So as Rebecca mentioned, our next deadline is January 1st. Our final deadline is February 15th. And it really is realistic to hit that February 15th deadline. We're not requiring a GMAT or GRE. The online application is very easy to complete. So then it's just uploading your resume, transcripts, which we can accept copies of transcripts for admissions consideration, your proof of degree, taking the English test. Let's say if you took the Duolingo, you could take that in a day or two, or scheduling your interview with us. So it's pretty easy to hit that February 15th deadline. Even there's still time to hit the January 1st deadline. But then you still want to have time to then upload your required I-20 materials to get your I-20, to have enough time to book your visa to come to campus. So at this point, we're sticking with that February 15th deadline. And I hope all of you also mark the date and submit your completed application so you can be considered by February 15th.
Perfect. Cool. I think thank you, Rebecca. Thank you, Megan. This was supremely helpful. Really appreciate your time. Thank you.
Happy to be here. We look forward to working with all of you, and we definitely appreciate your interest in the UB MSBA program, and hope we'll be welcoming many, if not all of you, to campus this fall.
Please. Thank you. See you guys. Bye. I hope this was helpful, guys. I tried my very best to ask all the questions I thought were relevant to you. But if you still have doubts, if you still think you are very interested in building a career in the US, pursuing your master's from a top US university, have more doubts, definitely reach out to us. Definitely book a one-on-one counseling, free counseling with our counselors, our in-house experts, to try and understand what are your chances, what are your prospects of doing the master's from a top US university using the Futurense US Pathway and build a high earning career in the US. See you.